Hey, everybody. Welcome to day 92 of Reseller Reflections, a day in the life of a full-time reseller supporting her family. It is September 8th, 2024. It is Sunday evening, and I am all reset to zero. I'm ready to start my Monday. But first, at 9 p.m. Eastern, every other Sunday, we go live on YouTube and we do our schedules with C-Chat. So we'll be kind of like going through Molly's and Samantha and I's schedule and just making sure there's no, bumps, that everything is smooth. And we love to reset with you. So we call that our reseller reset on Sunday evenings. And it just helps us get all set for the coming week so we don't wake up on Monday and feel like we're in a tailspin. All right. But a good part of that is resetting to zero on Sunday night. All right, and joining me on this challenge are Jill of Rusted Truck Relics, Jason, Santee Swapper, Char, Fabulous Flamingos, Kathy Singz, Nick, Mr. C Chats, Vanessa, Brightest Holidays, Judith R, and Pam of Whimsy and such. Great job, guys. Great job. All right. So I'm all reset to zero. My shipping is out. And guys, day 7, we have hit our sales goal for the day. I didn't think it was going to happen because this morning I woke up and there wasn't a lot happening. There wasn't a whole lot to ship out. I do my shipping Sunday just so I don't wake up on Monday and I'm overwhelmed. So I still do shipping generally on Sundays unless I have something going on. So I realize the packages don't go out, but I like to do it anyway. So yeah, we hit our sales goal again, 7 days in a row. Yesterday on day 91, I was talking about the slight edge, Jill drink, and how when things are going well, you don't stop doing the things. Don't stop doing them just because it's gone well for 7 days. 7 days is not enough to get me to my goal at the end of the year. I got to keep doing it every single day until the end of the year. I also had, I was trying to make up for my vacation days over the coming weeks because I had gone 3 over what I wanted to the 20 days I wanted to take. So, which is 4 weeks. I like to take 4 weeks of vacation, and I had gone over that a little bit because I had, my son starting college, my daughter graduating college. I had trips. There was just a lot this year that all came at once. So, I actually made up those hours and made up that listing time. So I'm really psyched about that going into Monday. So I no longer have a backlog of time to make up. I put the time in for those 3 days that I had taken extra of vacation. So woo, that is a huge win. All right. So if you guys have found yourself in a similar situation, or maybe you had days when you weren't putting it in, use a little time blocking and see if you can figure out how to make those days up. Like mine was just the time blocks for listing. So it wasn't 3 whole days of work that I was making up. Okay, buddy. Shh. I don't know what my dog is barking at. Sorry. All right. So tonight I want to talk about something that I didn't know it was bothering me, but it really was bothering me. All right. And I heard something, and the video is linked up, and it has the video I've been talking about. It was Rory Vaden on Lewis House's School of Greatness. And he was talking about the 7 tips to beat procrastination. Thrown in there at the end of Focus, he said something from his Procrastinate on Purpose book. And here it is. Balance is not a great metaphor for life. Very rarely do we spend an equal amount of time on equal things. That's not how life works. And this was in the context of Focus. And it just really got me thinking. I kind of went down, I spiraled down this rabbit hole of balance, right? Because, all right, for anybody that knows me would say my life is not balanced. I have never been that way, right? When I'm obsessed. I'm a little obsessive about things. When I'm all into something, I'm all into it. Like my whole being is into it. That's what lights me up. That's what makes me happy. And all these years people are talking about balance. You're not, you don't have balance in your life. You don't. And I'm like, I don't know that I can ever get there. But I kept seeing it in myself as something negative, right? Like I get obsessive. I don't it's not natural for me to balance. I just get obsessed. That's what makes me happy, right? Like when I'm doing something, I like to be all in it. I like to be immersed in it. I like to focus on it. It's all consuming. That's my life. That's just the way I am. I've always been like that. And so it got me thinking, like, all this talk about balance and making things balanced and, making sure your life is balanced. Like, what does that mean? And is it something I should be striving for? Is it something I should be continually butting my head up against a wall for, because it just doesn't fit with my personality? And I kept thinking, like, even when I would, think about the year or the upcoming year or the bag, I'm like, that was not balanced. Like, it didn't have a good balance. Well, maybe I don't need a good balance. Maybe balance is not my thing. And I'm not saying, like, I might be obsessive about work and, doing that till all hours and doing that. But when I'm with my family or I'm doing something like that, or playing a game or whatever the case may be, I'm also obsessive and all in about that. All right. So anyway, has me rethinking this whole idea of balance, that one little phrase he threw in there. And one of the things that Rory Vaden talks about is, and Christy Wright also talks about in her book, Take Back Your Time, about seasons, right? We have seasons that maybe are not balanced. We have seasons that, we're focused on one thing. Maybe we're focused on work, maybe we're focused on family, whatever it is, there are seasons, right? It's not like an everyday, maybe every week thing that we need to do and try to have balance. I don't know. Let me know what you think about it. I know there's other people out there that are like me, that like to be all in. That's what lights them up. That's what makes them happy. That's what gives them the greatest satisfaction. But how this all ties in is focus. When you're focusing on something, is it okay to have a season of imbalance? Is it okay to stop thinking about balance? Is it okay not to strive for balance? For me, for this season, absolutely. I'm going to throw the idea of balance right out the window, and I'm going to stop, that the ladies like to tease me about how unbalanced I am. It's true. And for this season, you know what? I'm going to throw the notion of balance right out the window, because I like what I'm doing. And I'm not going to strive for balance. I'm going to strive for what makes me happy. And right now, what's making me happy and what I am focusing on is getting my business to meet the yearly goal that I set, and, narrowing the focus and just throwing that idea to me of balance out is so freeing, because I felt like it was something I needed, that I should have, but I wasn't even sure why. I just knew I couldn't get there. It wasn't because I was stressed. It wasn't because I needed more time to do one thing over the other. It was because I felt, in retrospect now, I felt pressure. Like I should, balance better so I can cook. I can cook meals every day. But geez, maybe not. That doesn't light me up. That doesn't make me happy right now. That's not what I'm focusing on. I don't need to cook every day. I don't want to cook every day. All right. But just little things like that. All right. So I'm going to just throw that idea out. If anybody is with me, if anybody is feeling that, and you are in a season of imbalance yourself, or you have thoughts on the concept of balance. Now, I realize balance means different things to different people, but for me, it was a guilty burden I was carrying on my shoulders. I am there for the people that need me. I am able to spend time with them. I am able to focus on them. I am able to do that. I'm not saying that I'm just, disregarding everything in comparison to what I'm working toward for the business. But I am saying that it doesn't need to be balanced. This is going to be an absolute season of imbalance. Maybe in January, I will revisit the concept of balance, but I feel like a giant weight is lifted off just not having to think about it. It's okay. All right. So that's where I'm landing for today. Balance is not a great metaphor for life. Very rarely do we spend an equal amount of time on things. That's not how life works. That's not how my life works. And I feel so unburdened right now. All right, guys. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening, and I will see you on day 93 of Reseller Reflections. Bye.